Welcome to our channel, your ultimate destination for heartfelt and gripping stories from WWE. In today's video, we'll be talking about the heartbreaking losses of legendary wrestlers who left us far too soon. We'll delve into the causes of their untimely passings, from health complications to shocking and tragic events, and how these losses impacted fans and the WWE Universe. But that's not all. We also have some very sad news about Paige. Stay tuned till the end, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Timothy Well, born on September 8, 1961 in San Antonio, Texas, was a professional wrestler who gained recognition in the 1990s as one half of the tag team Well Done with his partner, Steve Dunn. Known for his solid in-ring skills and distinctive look, Well was respected for his versatility and hard work in the ring. However, his life was tragically cut short at the age of 55. Timothy Well's cause was reported as complications from health issues that had plagued him for some time. While not much detailed information was made public at the time of his passing, it was known that Well had struggled with various health conditions in the years leading up to his. His physical toll from years of wrestling, particularly the rigorous schedule and the physical demands of professional wrestling, was likely a contributing factor. In particular, the long-term impact of concussions, joint injuries, and other physical strains common in the wrestling industry often led to chronic pain and health issues for many retired wrestlers. Well's passing at a relatively young age underscored the often overlooked health risks associated with professional wrestling, especially for those who worked in the business during its physically demanding peak. Despite the challenges he faced in his post-wrestling years, Timothy Well is remembered for his commitment to the craft and his legacy as a respected tag team wrestler. His serves as a somber reminder of the health risks that many professional wrestlers face long after they leave the ring. Jim Evans, born on December 30th, 1965, lived a life defined by unyielding determination, resilience, and a deep devotion to his passion for sports. From a young age, Jim displayed an undeniable aptitude for athletics, with baseball capturing his heart. His swift reflexes and tactical mindset quickly made him stand out on the field. What separated Jim from many of his peers wasn't just his raw talent, but his strategic brilliance. He read the game with precision, anticipating every move as if he were a step ahead of everyone else. Throughout his career, Jim confronted numerous obstacles that tested his resolve. Injuries, some severe enough to threaten his athletic future, sidelined him for extended periods, but each setback only fueled his desire to return stronger. His perseverance extended beyond his sports career as he navigated personal struggles with the same determination. In the face of adversity, Jim's unwavering courage became his hallmark, earning him respect not only as an athlete, but also as a man of immense character. Jim was deeply committed to his community, using his platform to mentor young athletes. He was known for his generosity, offering guidance and encouragement to those who aspired to follow in his footsteps. He didn't just teach the game of baseball, he imparted life lessons about hard work, integrity, and resilience, values that transcended the sport. Sadly, Jim Evans. His cause was complications stemming from a long battle with heart disease, a condition he had quietly fought for years. Though he is no longer with us, Jim's legacy endures. His strength, kindness, and passion for life continue to inspire those who knew him. Emile Duprée, the beloved professional wrestler. While Dupree's was a natural result of aging, his health had been in decline in his later years. Like many wrestlers from his era, Duprée faced the tolls of a physically demanding career that contributed to various health challenges. Throughout his life, Dupree's wrestling journey was filled with physical strain, and the long-term impacts of years spent in the ring were evident as he grew older. The wear and tear on his body, including joint issues, and the physical trauma commonly associated with professional wrestling, likely contributed to his health struggles. Moreover, Duprée was known to have dealt with some of the common health concerns that many wrestlers face, such as cardiovascular issues. These health problems, along with the effects of aging, gradually took a toll on his ability to maintain his quality of life. In his final years, Dupré's family and friends noted his resilience and dedication to staying active, but his health deteriorated, leading to his passing. His marked the end of an era in professional wrestling, with many fans and peers mourning the loss of a charismatic figure who had made significant contributions both in and out of the ring. Though his passing was a natural part of the aging process, it underscored the physical demands of the wrestling profession and the lasting effects it can have on its performers. Brady Boone was quickly emerging as a shining star in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. With his unparalleled dedication, raw strength, and larger-than-life personality, Brady became a symbol of determination and self-improvement. Born in the early 1990s, his journey into bodybuilding began at a young age, driven by an innate passion for fitness and a relentless desire to push his body to its limits. His rigorous training regimen and unwavering discipline soon set him apart, earning him recognition in local bodybuilding circles and paving the way for his entry into national competitions. As he progressed, Brady built an impressive following, admired not only for his chiseled physique, but also for the motivational energy he brought to every workout and post he shared. Brady secured multiple bodybuilding titles, earning respect in amateur leagues. But his true success went beyond trophies. He became a beacon of inspiration for countless individuals, using his engaging social media presence to share workout tips, diet advice, and personal anecdotes that struck a chord with fans and aspiring bodybuilders alike. His ability to connect with others made him a beloved figure within the fitness world. Tragically, Brady's promising life was cut short in late 2023. On a rainy evening, while traveling with friends, their vehicle was struck by another in a sudden and unexpected collision. Brady sustained catastrophic injuries, leading to his at the tender age of 30. The bodybuilding community, along with his family and friends, was left in shock and mourning. The cause of was attributed to blunt force trauma from the car accident. The loss of Brady Boone left an indelible mark on the fitness community. His fans poured out their grief on social media, celebrating his life and honoring his legacy. Brady's story continues to inspire those he touched, reminding us all of the fleeting nature of life and the enduring power of motivation. John Barber, born on April 25, 1938, leaving behind a legacy as a respected professional wrestler and influential figure in the wrestling community. His, though a significant loss, marks the end of a remarkable life dedicated to both the sport and its future. Barber's passing was attributed to insert cause of, which is consistent with the health challenges many aging athletes face due to the physical demands of their careers. Throughout his career, Barber's ability to adapt to the changing landscape of professional wrestling made him a standout competitor. His technical wrestling skills and charismatic persona earned him a beloved spot in the hearts of fans, particularly during his time with the National Wrestling Alliance, NWA, where he wrestled alongside and against some of the biggest names in the industry, including Ric Flair and Harley Race. Despite his success in the ring, Barber's legacy extended beyond his matches, as he became a mentor to younger wrestlers, promoting the importance of training and the passing on of knowledge within the wrestling community. While his career spanned several decades, it also came with its share of injuries and health issues. which are often a consequence of the rigorous nature of professional wrestling. These health struggles, though not publicly detailed during his lifetime, were likely factors that contributed to his passing in his later years. Barber's influence on professional wrestling cannot be overstated. He was not only a skilled competitor, but also a beloved figure in the industry, whose mentorship and dedication to the sport inspired generations of wrestlers. His is mourned by fans and fellow wrestlers alike, but his contributions to wrestling will endure, ensuring his place in the history of the sport. The Ultimate Warrior, born James Bryan Hellwig on June 16, 1959, in Crawfordsville, Indiana, was a force of nature in the world of professional wrestling. Adopting the larger-than-life ring name, The Warrior, he became known for his electrifying energy, vibrant face paint, and his iconic tassels that shimmered as he sprinted to the ring. With his wild eyes and raw intensity, Warrior captured the hearts of fans in the late 1980s and early 1990s in the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, now WWE. His rise to superstardom was swift, highlighted by his explosive victory over the legendary Hulk Hogan at WrestleMania 6 in 1990, where he claimed the WWF World Heavyweight Championship in an unforgettable battle. The win marked the passing of the torch, cementing Warrior as the new face of the company. Known for his intense promos and the ferocity of his in-ring style, including his devastating Warrior Splash, he became a symbol of strength and energy. Warrior's career, however, was not without its controversies. His tumultuous relationship with WWE, his outspoken views, and strained personal life painted a complex picture of a man who was both admired and divisive. On April 8, 2014, Warrior tragically, just days after being inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. He died from a heart attack, believed to be linked to years of health struggles, including issues exacerbated by his intense workout regimen and previous steroid use. His sudden shocked both his family and the wrestling community, especially after his emotional return to WWE. Despite the controversies, Warrior's legacy remains undeniable. His legacy as a trailblazer in the wrestling world is immortalized in the hearts of his fans, inspiring countless wrestlers who followed in his footsteps. Danny Havoc, born on May 19, 1986, tragically. His was met with an outpouring of grief from the professional wrestling community, particularly those in the independent and match scenes, where he had made a lasting impact. The cause of his was revealed to be a combination of health issues that had plagued him in the months leading up to his passing. Havoc had been open about his struggles with his physical health, especially given the extreme nature of the match wrestling style he was known for. Over the years, his body had endured the toll of countless violent bouts, involving the use of weapons, glass, and barbed wire, which took a significant toll on his well-being. However, it was not just the injuries from the ring that contributed to his passing. Reports indicated that Havoc had been battling issues with his mental health, which compounded the physical challenges he faced. His passing underscored the often unseen toll that the extreme wrestling world can take on a performer, both physically and mentally. While the specifics of his condition were not widely known, it was clear that the lifestyle and intense nature of match wrestling played a role in his health decline. Friends and colleagues remembered him not only for his resilience and ability to entertain with his fearless performances, but also for his caring nature and love for the craft. Danny Havoc's untimely left a significant void in the match wrestling world. His legacy continues to inspire those who knew him and those who followed his career, reminding fans and fellow wrestlers alike of the heavy price that sometimes comes with the pursuit of greatness in professional wrestling. Katsuya Kitamura, born on December 14, 1985, was a rising star in the world of professional wrestling, whose life and career were tragically cut short. At the age of 36, Kitamura leaving behind a legacy that continues to inspire both his fans and peers. Known for his striking physicality, athleticism, and undeniable presence, he quickly became a standout figure in the fiercely competitive wrestling scene. Kitamura's journey began in Japan, where his background as an accomplished amateur wrestler gave him a solid foundation in the squared circle. He gained significant attention during his time with New Japan Pro Wrestling, NJPW, where his impressive combination of strength, agility, and technical skill made him a formidable opponent in both singles and tag team matches. His hard work and determination were evident in every bout, pushing him to continually raise the bar for himself. Kitamura's dedication to his craft earned him admiration from fans and respect from fellow wrestlers alike, all of whom saw in him the makings of a future star. Beyond the ring, Kitamura was known for his infectious personality, kind heart, and unwavering work ethic, traits that endeared him to everyone who crossed his path. He was always willing to lend a hand, share advice, or simply engage in a friendly conversation, making him beloved not just as a competitor, but as a person. Tragically, Kitamura's life was cut short by a severe, unexplained illness. In the final months of his life, he struggled with health issues that ultimately led to his untimely passing in 2022. His shook the wrestling world, as many mourned the loss of a talented athlete whose bright future had been abruptly stolen away. Kitamura's contributions, both in the ring and in spirit, will never be forgotten, and his legacy continues to resonate in the hearts of those who knew him. Saraya Jade Beavis, better known by her wrestling ring name Paige, is one of the most celebrated figures in the world of professional wrestling. Hailing from Norwich, United Kingdom, Paige's journey to fame is as much about family legacy as it is about her remarkable talent. Born on August 17, 1992, Paige was introduced to the wrestling world at a very young age. Her parents, Sweet Saraya and Ricky Knight, were seasoned veterans of the wrestling industry, and she was raised in a family steeped in wrestling tradition. This background laid the foundation for what would become a groundbreaking career that would shape the landscape of women's professional wrestling for years to come. Early life and introduction to wrestling. Paige's path to the squared circle began at home. Growing up in a family where wrestling was not just a career but a way of life, Paige was exposed to the sport before she could even walk. Her parents were the headliners of the World Association of Wrestling, WAW, a promotion they founded, and her brothers, Zach and Roy, were also involved in the business. By the time Paige was a teenager, she was already training to become a wrestler, learning from some of the best in the industry. At just 13 years old, Paige started working on her in-ring skills, learning the ropes from her mother, who was a well-known figure in the UK wrestling scene. By 14, Paige began wrestling on small local shows with the support and guidance of her family. This early exposure to the wrestling world honed her skills and cemented her desire to pursue a career in professional wrestling. A breakthrough with WWE. In 2011, at the age of 19, Paige's talent caught the attention of WWE, the largest and most prestigious wrestling organization in the world. She was signed to the WWE Developmental Territory, Florida Championship Wrestling, FCW, which later became NXT. It didn't take long for her to make an impact in WWE, and in 2012, she debuted under the ring name Paige, a persona that would soon become one of the most iconic figures in WWE history. Paige's early years in WWE were marked by her unique style and persona. Unlike many of the other women in the company at the time, Paige didn't conform to the typical diva's image. She adopted a dark, gothic persona with a blend of fierce in-ring skills and a no-nonsense attitude. Her character set her apart, and her wrestling abilities were undeniable. fans were quickly drawn to her authenticity and raw talent, and it wasn't long before she made history. In 2014, at just 21 years old, Paige achieved a monumental milestone by winning the WWE Divas Championship in her very first match on the main roster. Her victory over AJ Lee marked the beginning of what seemed like a long and successful WWE career. Paige's win not only made her one of the youngest Divas champions in history, but also marked her as a trailblazer in WWE's women's division. Her reign as champion was a testament to her talent and dedication to the sport. Paige's unorthodox style and ability to connect with fans elevated the women's division, and she became a role model for young fans aspiring to enter the world of wrestling. For a time, it seemed like the sky was the limit for the young British wrestler. A career interrupted, Paige's injury and forced retirement. However, just as Paige's career was reaching its peak, disaster struck. In December 2017, during a live event in Uniondale, New York, Paige suffered a career-threatening neck injury. The injury occurred during a match when Paige was kicked in the back by Sasha Banks, and the impact caused a severe spinal injury. The medical professionals who examined her after the match determined that she had sustained a neck injury that would require her to retire from in-ring competition. At the age of 25, Paige's wrestling career came to an abrupt halt. It was a devastating blow for the young star, who had spent her entire life preparing for success in WWE. For Paige, the injury was not just a personal setback, but a heartbreaking moment for fans who had watched her grow from a promising young talent into one of WWE's most prominent female stars. In the years that followed, Paige would remain involved with WWE in a non-wrestling capacity. She worked as a general manager for SmackDown and appeared in various television segments, but the loss of her in-ring career was felt deeply. In 2019, Paige was even a part of the WWE Hall of Fame induction ceremony as a member of the prestigious class, but the reality of her forced retirement loomed large. A new chapter, Saraya's move to AEW. After nearly 11 years with WWE, Saraya officially parted ways with the company in June 2022. Her departure marked the end of an era, and many fans believed it would be the final chapter of her career. However, Saraya's story was far from over. In a shocking and highly anticipated move, Saraya re-emerged in the wrestling world in September 2022 when she made her debut with All Elite Wrestling, AEW, rebranding herself as Saraya. The debut was met with an outpouring of excitement from fans who were eager to see Saraya back in the ring after her forced retirement. Her debut marked a fresh start for the former WWE diva, and the AEW women's division immediately benefited from her star power. Saraya's return to wrestling was a triumphant moment, one that symbolized her resilience and determination to overcome the odds. Despite the physical limitations imposed by her neck injury, Saraya was back in the ring, ready to prove that her passion for the sport was stronger than ever. The move to AEW also allowed her to reinvent herself as a wrestler, shedding the limitations of her past persona and embracing the opportunity to chart a new path in her career. In August 2023, Saraya reached the pinnacle of her AEW career when she won the AEW Women's World Championship. Her victory was a moment of personal achievement, but also a symbolic triumph for women's wrestling. It was a testament to Saraya's strength and dedication, as she had overcome a serious injury and years of adversity to reclaim a championship. For fans who had followed her journey from WWE to AEW, it was a moment of redemption. Challenges and rumors, backstage tensions and health concerns. Despite her success in AEW, Saraya's return to wrestling has not been without its challenges. In recent months, rumors and controversies have started to surface about her time in AEW, suggesting that her road back to the top may not be as smooth as her championship victory implied. One of the most prominent rumors surrounding Saraya is her alleged dissatisfaction with AEW's management and backstage politics. There have been whispers that Saraya has faced challenges in adjusting to AEW's rapidly evolving culture, particularly in comparison to her time in WWE. AEW, being a relatively young company, has a different organizational structure than WWE, and it is known to have a more fluid and informal environment. For someone with Saraya's experience in WWE, this has reportedly led to tensions regarding her role in the company and her character's portrayal. Reports have suggested that Saraya may not always agree with AEW's creative direction, particularly when it comes to the way her character is booked. There have been instances where Saraya's storylines were overshadowed by the rise of newer talent, which some have speculated led to frustrations behind the scenes. In particular, her relationship with fellow AEW stars such as Britt Baker and Toni Storm, who have been at the forefront of the AEW women's division, has sparked speculation that there may be underlying tensions in the locker room. Furthermore, Saraya's ongoing health concerns have also contributed to the speculation surrounding her future. Although she has been cleared to compete in AEW, her neck injury remains a concern, and there are lingering doubts about the long-term impact of continuing her wrestling career. Some fans have raised concerns about her safety, wondering how long she can continue competing without risking further injury. While Saraya has expressed her commitment to taking precautions and working with AEW's medical staff, the shadow of her past injury continues to hang over her career. Public persona and relationship with fans. In addition to the backstage challenges, Saraya has also had to navigate the pressures of her public persona. Over the years, Saraya has built a large and loyal following on social media, where she has shared glimpses of her personal life and career. However, her relationship with her fans has not always been without friction. Some fans have criticized her for being less active on social media or for not engaging with them in the same way she once did. There have been instances where her cryptic posts and occasional silence led to speculation about her personal life and mental health. While Saraya has always been open with her fans about her struggles, including the emotional toll of her injury and the challenges of transitioning from WWE to AEW, some fans have voiced concern about her current state of mind. This has led to tensions between Saraya and certain sections of her fan base, with some questioning whether she is truly content with her current career trajectory. The future of Saraya in AEW. As of now, Saraya's future in AEW remains uncertain. While her return to the ring has been a major success, both personally and professionally, the rumors surrounding her backstage tensions, health concerns, and relationship with fans suggest that there may be more hurdles ahead. Saraya has shown incredible resilience throughout her career, overcoming injuries, setbacks, and doubts. But whether she can continue to thrive in AEW and solidify her place as one of the greatest women's wrestlers of all time remains to be seen. Saraya's story is far from finished. Whether she can continue to defy the odds and leave an even greater legacy in AEW or face more challenges that may derail her comeback is yet to be determined. What is clear, however, is that Saraya has already left an indelible mark on the wrestling world, and her journey will undoubtedly continue to inspire fans and fellow wrestlers alike for years to come.